Coming up, you're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We're situated about 8 west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that can be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Stephen Hauschka now about to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. The 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to air one out for him. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
They all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might walk the one over his head as this game progresses.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll try and push it over the goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 31.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? Working out of shotgun. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure now is going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Steve McClendon in there getting for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to it.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception through last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. So let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for them, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have it first. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before. Because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them. And that's what he's trying to do here.
7 yards on the pickup there. That'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Yes, receivers don't spread the defense out. They're able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads to a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Giving 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times. Because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 40. A shotgun snap for Darnold. No way to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Just like that.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. from 6 yards away. And the Jets have taken the lead. Good bounce back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. But really nice drive.
Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Out of the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch them, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He'll pass to Brown as he holds it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now you've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. It's still a nice play by the defense.
From the 44, Allen got an open man. It's Foster. 7 yards there and a first down.
To win any route, you got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They will run with Singletary. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping is big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drive before the coaches. 2-minute drive.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The first down throw, Darnold. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a hold on line. It's almost like he said, listen, you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a gain of 4. And now bring up a 3rd down.
In a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Darnold now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well. We'll turn it back over to Brandon Gunn.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams are ready for the fight ahead as we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. And a big reason they got the lead here in the second half. They have been swarming to the football and laying some big hits.
Yes, this is not the woodwinds or the string section at all of the band. It's a straight percussion, and you can feel the thumps all the way up here. Doing a great job putting themselves in the right spot to make those types of plays.
We got a chance to see some of those thumps. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. Able to fight through one tackle. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. The Bears are going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Did a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
They're deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping on.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Allen from the downhill throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
The partner, I think, that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. The completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw it's Allen, and his throw is going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never nowhere to escape when he goes down. Quentin Williams coming in and dropping for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. He came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. But again, it's Bell. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on the punt for New York. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Down to the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime games had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Hey, well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their doubles at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now operating from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Gore. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Flushed out right. They'll run it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. His throw incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school. We're about 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. That's not good for him. A couple of runs up 3rd down.
Well, they want to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Allen rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Allen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. That he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 26 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have. And right there they show you why.
Yeah, and it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in after 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now the pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
What's not cool about the game there on 2nd down, that was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end, now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play of this football game. Now it's Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and they move to James.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Darnold hitting his tag in, Herndon, and they wind up giving this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Dart for the red zone now. On the catch, it's Crowder. They're going to get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They try something crazy, see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now Darnold. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Fickens' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. We knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield just to get the 2-minute warning to come up? Are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return is going to be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get in field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward. Okay, if you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Singletary to get the drive started. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to the ground, this time with goal. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. To throw is Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. But they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now Allen. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. 4 quarters not enough for all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And now a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Just what you want on a first down run, calling 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking for the guy carrying the ball. He was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. Airing one out for Crowder. Oh, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done. Now part 2. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, they stick with Singletary. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease so they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Singletary trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
What can Allen do now with his drive? Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
No first down carry by Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Darnold lets it clock that down. And move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they will take the lead at 13-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And you got points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it
is. So, yeah, so we'll later.